Okay, so your new piece, Maytime. Every piece you study in the Suzuki books, previous to Maytime, the time signature, the bottom number has been 4. Okay? What does that mean? You remember?
It means there's 4 notes in a measure.
Close. That's the top number. 4 beats in a measure. Okay? Or it could be 3 beats, whatever. This top number is what?
6.
So how many beats are in a measure?
6.
Very good. That's what you count to before you start over. 6 beats per measure, 4, 3, whatever. Now, the bottom number tells you what note value gets 1 beat. So when the bottom number is 4, the quarter note gets 1 beat. Our bottom number is now what?
8.
Exactly. So the 8th note gets 1 beat. Everything doubles. Okay, so you're going to have to do a little bit of math. The 8th note gets 1, the quarter note gets 2, and the dotted quarter note gets 3. So it sounds like this. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Alright, so that's learning curve number 1. Learning curve number 2. Look at this first measure. C, E, G, C. Steps or skips?
Skips.
Very good. Okay? Now, the fancy word for skips is arpeggio. Can you say that word?
Arpeggio.
Very good, Huston. Have you ever heard of an arpeggio?
I think, no.
Okay. So all of our music is a mixture of scales, which are steps, and arpeggios, with our skips. This first measure is a C major arpeggio. C, E, G, C, C, G, E, C. I want you just to play those notes, okay? Forget about timing, forget about bowings. We're just gonna play C, four note, no, wrong C. 4 notes on the G string. C, E, G, C, high C. Now come back down. C, G, E, C. You just play that in measure 1. Look. C, E, G, C. Do it by yourself. C, E, G, C. Good. Okay? Now we're going to make it harder. It wasn't hard enough. We're going to slur 2 notes. C and E, G and C. Can you do that? C, E, G, C. Good. Now do it again. Now this time I want you to count 2 beats for the down bow. I'm sorry, let me say that again. I want you to count 2 beats for the quarter note in the down bow and 2 beats for the quarter note in the up bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And add the slurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, we need a C at the top. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, Heston. Let's count how many times that specific exact measure happens. 1, first measure on line 1. What about here?
2.
Exactly, first measure on line 2. And then it happens again, first measure on line 4. So measure 1, 5, and 13 has that slurred C major arpeggio. Okay? That's practice box number 1. Okay? Now, let's go to practice box number 2. It's actually measure 15. What we call the penultimate measure. Okay, penultimate means second to last. So, in all music, it has a penultimate measure, second to last measure. Now, this measure, you're going to leave your 4th finger down and come back to it. pop over to the G and you pop over to the A, but you come back. Okay, can you do that? There you go. We need that. We need that ending tonic. Do it one more time. I don't want any break between the down bow and the up bow. Da, 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 da. Smooth sound. Finish out your last note. 1, 2, 3, off. Nice, Heston. Okay, now, you're probably not going to like what I'm going to tell you next. The best way to practice this piece is to sing and count it. Because we have to learn how to count 6/8, right? Once you learn how to count 6/8, you have it. But this is a new idea for you, so we need to practice doing it. Okay, so doing that sounds like this. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay? You get the tune in your head, and you practice counting in 6/8. That's step number 1. Step number 2 would be playing. Okay, let me back up. Step number 2 would be doing what I call open string practice. We're going to practice in the rhythm of the piece with the correct bowings, but on an open string. So it looks and sounds like this. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that make sense? Now what you can do is in the beginning, you can just pick one string and do it on one string. But then the second layer would be doing it on the string that the note you are going to play is located on. Does that make sense? After those 2 steps, singing and counting it out loud, open string practice, then go to putting the left hand with it. Okay? So many students learn this with the wrong bowings and the wrong counting. They blow learning 6/8. Don't want you to do that. So do those steps make logical sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. You can, as you're working through those 2 steps, you can still keep practicing the C major arpeggio and slurs. Make sure it's the correct timing. Okay? And then measure 15. And then the last measure 16. What questions do you have? Okay, let me play it for you one more time. I'll record it for you.